Everyone, thank you for watching the video. Today I'm going to be using our Giantex fully automatic washing machine, and I just unhooked the inlet line from our water source here inside where I would typically do our laundry. It's such a beautiful day that I'm going to go ahead and take this outside on the deck and do it today. So I'll meet you out there and we'll kind of go over how it operates and how easy it is to use. Okay, so it is fully automatic, and you basically just go through your cycle that you're going to use. There's normal and there's fast. If you choose to use normal, it's generally going to take about 45-50 minutes to go through the full cycle. Fast, 15-20 minutes, something like that. The difference is the normal cycle is going to have 2 rinse cycles. The fast will just have 1 rinse cycle. Now, this hose right here came with the washing machine. This is the inlet. Would typically connect to your water supply like I showed you inside our house. The other end would connect back here. There's only one inlet, and they say right here to use do not use hot water. So it's just one supply line, cold. I bought another hose. I'll show you that in just a second. The drain hose is a little over 5 foot. The water supply is shorter. It's right around 40 inches. I'm going to be using our 120 receptacle here. That is what the washing machine runs on. It runs on 120 volts. Please do not connect to water source. So let's go ahead and plug it up. Here's the metal line that I bought. You want to make sure that you hook this up to the washing machine, this end of it. This end will go to the water supply. In my case, it's going to be a garden hose. This is a 3/4 inch. Both of these are 3/4 inch. Let's go ahead and connect this to the washing machine. Back here there's a little screen. You want to make sure that you take that out and clean it every now and then. Mine looks pretty good, so I'm going to leave it alone. I actually put some Teflon tape back here and just going to hand tighten this. Okay, now on the other end I'm going to connect it to the end of my garden hose. Okay, now we can turn our water on. So the drain hose here has a pump to it, and it is a pretty fast drain. You can see they've got a little hook here if you need to hang it up somewhere. You can raise it higher than the machine. In my case, since I'm out here today, I'm just going to let it drop here in the yard. We're going to be using a biodegradable detergent, so it's not going to harm any plant life. So everything's hooked up here. Let's go ahead and do a quick demonstration on how to use the dryer. We're going to go with let's turn the power on first. We're going to go with fast. We could do normal, but that's going to take 45 minutes, hour, or maybe even more, since we're going to go with high water level. I'm going to go with the fast cycle, which would be one rinse cycle. I'm going to go with high water. Let's go ahead and start. That's the detergent I'm using. Now we can put up, or we can put around 8 pounds of clothes. Don't want to overdo it really. We are bringing it up to the high level. That's probably the thing that I don't like, is that you got to do small loads. Not a good idea to save up a bunch of dirty clothes. Might even be a good idea to wash every day or two. All right, that's about as good as we're gonna have a sock here. So what'll happen is it will fill up. It will also self-balance itself. If it's not balanced right, it will add more. It will, once it gets to a point, it stops, and if it needs to, it will add more water. If for some reason it's just completely unbalanced, like you see here, then it will make a beeping noise, and I will have to go in there and balance it myself, and then it will continue through the cycle. But most of the time, that doesn't happen. I don't think it's ever happened with me. So yeah, we're gonna wait till that fills up. I'll get right back. All right, so agitation is started. I'm expecting it to maybe put a little more water in. Now we could just put the lid down and walk away at this point. Come back 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes. If all the lights are off, then it's finished. Right before the lights, or right before it's finished, it will beep 3 or 4 times. Then the lights will go off. So if you're around and you hear the beeps, then you can come get the clothes out. Or otherwise, we could just walk away and come back in an hour and get the clothes out, whatever. I'm going to be hanging around here because I've got a lot of clothes to wash. So I'll try to show you. All right, so I'm probably going to add some more water. Yeah, so there's some more water. That's kind of a self-balancing. The drum or the barrel. Also, I've noticed that just, you see that yellow shirt in there? It's kind of at the top. It's not just going to be a back and forth motion. See, it's already gone underneath there. So it kind of turns the clothes, up and down. So pretty good movement, pretty good agitation. All right, so this is going to happen for probably like 10 minutes, I guess. Then it will drain and go through a spin cycle to completely drain all the clothes, or to remove any excess soap. And then it's going to go through a rinse cycle. Now you can't have the lid open when it's going through a spin cycle. It has to be closed. If you do have the lid open, it will just beep, and it won't continue until you close the lid. So we'll wait for this, and then we'll watch it drain. All right, we're draining already, probably 7 minutes. It is a fast drain, has a pump, so you can actually have the drain pipe higher than the washer. Yes, that will probably fill a sink up pretty fast if you're using a sink. I'll show you some spin action. You can see it draining even more of the soap out of there. All right, so here's the peak of the spin. See, it shuts down pretty fast with the door open. So it's going to have to reset itself now and return itself back on and finish doing the spin. Once that's finished, then it will start the rinse cycle. Some more water will come in and we'll go through that cycle, and then it will spin after that. Then we'll be done. Look at the movement from the spin. It has very little vibration, and it balances itself It's already balanced itself, I guess, with the close. But yeah, not a whole lot of movement here. Very quiet. Can't even really tell it's on until you get right up to it. I just want to point something out. The water has never been turned off to the machine. So if you're using a sink, you just leave that turned on throughout the whole cycle while you're washing. And then once it's finished, you know, everything's going to turn off down here. It'll beep, let you know that it's finished. At that point, then you can turn your faucet water off. In my case, you know, the garden hose outside here has been left on this whole time. As far as leakage, yeah, it's staying very, very dry here. Here's our rinse cycle, almost finished. You can hear it starting to make that quick noise, that quick movement. Getting ready to drain. All right, we're draining. Rinse cycle is draining. See, there's still some, well, it's pretty clean for the most part. Pump kicked on. I'm going to go ahead and close it because it's going to spin dry pretty soon, but you can see a lot of that high level water, and it's pretty clear, pretty clear. Okay, so we've been through the rinse cycle now. That is drained, and we're spin drying. Once that's finished, which will be, I don't know, a minute or so here, then we'll hear some beeps. These lights will go off and we'll be finished. All right, we're finished. They feel really pretty dry, so there's no dripping. You see, they're ready for air drying or for an automatic dryer. And that's going to be it, I guess, for this fully automatic Giantex. This is the fashion model, I guess. Yeah, not bad at all. Thanks for watching the video. Hope it's been helpful. Until next time, have a great day. Take care. Here's a look at the inlet hose that came with the washing machine. I never used this. I don't really know what's going on with this, but yeah, from right here to the other end, both of these ends are 3/4 inch. One of them will go to the water supply, the other one will go to the this one right here would go to the washing machine. Now what they tried to do, it looked like, is connect their sink as their water supply, which is pretty common, but they bought this for some reason. Now I understand that most American faucets are not going to be 3/4 inch. Mine in my house is not. What you would do is you would unscrew that aerator from your faucet, the end. Once you unscrew that, then you can screw this in its place. But they got this quick connect here. Might be able to find something like this, because this piece right here is actually this would be ideal right here. They have a quick connect here. So you push this down and then push. Okay, so, and then this right here is 3/4 inch. So you can screw this into the faucet. I think it's 15/16. I'm not exactly sure of the threads. This is 3/4 inch. This will go into here, and that's all you need. Putting the lint filter back in place. Okay, here's our last load. I don't know if I pointed it out, but it has a blue UV light that comes on when you power it on. So we're going to go with medium, and we're going to go with fast. And we're going to start. If I have more clothes than I think I have, I can pause it and bump it up to the high water level. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and pause it. Go high, start.